This your brother, The Water, coming at you with another lesson. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Much respect to the brothers laboring in the truth worldwide to wake up the elect of the children of Israel. Yeah, this lesson is going to go into the wicked declaring the Most High statutes, man. And I say over the course of this year, man, you've had different so-called evangelical Christians denounce their faith, and you had, the Most High just revealing to them that this book is not for them, right? Woke up this morning, ran across this story right here. It says, suicides of 2 mental health advocates in a week serve as a grim reminder, okay? Says this week the death of Pastor Jared Willis and Greg Ailes, head of a mental health services at University of Penn, highlighted an alarming reality for those in mental health. All right, they're saying that these people took their own life, man, but we already know that the spirit of vengeance is being poured out on the earth right now. The Most High got a lot of death angels walking to and fro. You know what I'm saying? And this is a beautiful time to be in the world right now, man. Salakia. Now, this guy right here on the right is the pastor. So let's get a couple of precepts, man, because I could really care less about this article, or these 2 Edomites, right? So this is Psalms chapter 50 and verse 5. But unto the wicked Yahweh saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes? Or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth, seeing thou hatest instruction and casteth my words behind thee, right? So they've had our book this whole time. They know about the laws, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not covet, you know what I'm saying? Thou shalt not commit adultery. All these things they are broken from the time of them being in power all the way up, man. They know about the dietary law. You know what I'm saying? They know about Leviticus 20 and 13, man. They know about these laws, man, but they cast the word behind them, right? Let's read this again. This is Psalms 50 and 17. Seeing thou hatest instruction and castest my word behind thee, right? When thou sawest a thief, then thou considerest with him, and hast been partaker with the adulterers, right? But thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frames deceit, right? That tongue frame deceit going into their laws, man, how they set up different laws to actually, be wicked, right? Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, thou slanderest thy own mother's son, right? How they do that, man? By creating different things to keep us in derision with our God. You know what I'm saying? You also have them, doing different things on the low to blame us before the Most High, man. But see, they know if they keep us from following the commandments, they can keep their foot on our neck, man. Go read Judah 5 and start at verse 17. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and get that. Because these different nations know if they keep us under derision or keep us at odds with our God, they can have the dominion over us, right? This is Judah chapter 5, start at verse 17. And once they sin before their God, Shalaki, and whence they sinned not before their God, they prospered, because the God that hateth iniquity was with them. Okay? But when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles, very sore, and were led captives into a land that was not theirs. And the temple of their power was cast to the ground, and their cities were taken by the enemy. But now are they returned to their power. All right? Now we're returning to our power, and are come up from the places where they were scattered, and have possessed Jerusalem, where their sanctuary is, and are seated in the hill country, for it was desolate. Says, now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error against this people, and they sin against their power, let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them. So these nations have always known, man, if we were centered against our power, he wouldn't defend us, man, right? But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them, and their power be for them, and we become a reproach before all the world, right? So that's what the Most High doing. He making them become a reproach among all the world, man, because we're returning back to our power, man. And this is just just a little microcosm of it, right? Let's get this right here, because the Most High says this, man. This is Hosea 5:15. I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face. In their affliction they will seek me early, right? So the Most High God says he's gonna, not look upon us, what I'm saying, while we're doing wickedness, man. Until what? We acknowledge our defense, man. And we've now, the remnant is starting to acknowledge their offense. And the Most High is what? He's slowly defending us, man. He's slowly putting these curses back on our enemies, man. This is Deuteronomy 30:1. And it shall come to pass, when all these things shall come upon thee, the blessing and the curse, which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations, whether the Most High thy power have driven thee, right? We calling the blessing and the curse to mind, right? And shall return unto the Most High thy power, and thou shalt obey his voice, according to all that I command thee this day, thou and thy children, with all thy heart and with all thy soul. How do you obey the voice of the Most High God, man? Right? This is Hosea chapter 12 and verse 10. I have spoken by the prophets. That's how you obey the voice, man. You hearken unto the men of the Lord telling you what's what, man. I have multiplied visions and used similitude by the ministry of the prophets. So the Most High God is what? He's speaking by the prophets, man. Right? Let's go back. This is Deuteronomy 30:1. 30:2. And shall return unto the Most High thy power, and shall obey his voice, according to all that I command thee this day, that thou and thy children with all thine heart, thou and thy children with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, that then the Most High thy power will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee. And I will return and gather thee from all the nations, whether the Most High thy power have scattered thee. We jump down to the point. Verse 7. And the Most High thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemy, and thou shalt slack it. We'll start that over. And the Most High thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee, right? So the Most High God said he's going to put all these curses on our enemies, man, and those that hate us, okay? So you best believe these Edomites, man, they especially this so-called mega church pastor, man. You know they've heard about the Israelites, man. They know they can't debunk this, man, because it's the truth, man. And let's get this right here. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 28. And the Most High shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart, right? Astonishment of mind, man. So he done smite these two Edomites, man, with some kind of astonishment of the mind, man, that caused them to take their own life, man. Why? Because the children of Israel are coming back to their power, man. They're serving him in truth and sincerity, man. A remnant shall return, man. It says, and thou shalt grope, verse 29, and thou shalt grope at noonday as the blind gropeth in darkness, right? And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, and thou shalt only be oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save thee, right? No man is going to save thee, right? Well, we know these guys are not innocent, man. Because scripture say whoever died, whoever perished being innocent, right? This is Job 4 and 7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off, man. So we know these men are not innocent at all. Let me keep going. Even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same, right? So they plowed wickedness, and now what? They're reaping the same, man. There's really no telling, man, what these two demons, man, these two devils did in their past life, man, to receive the judgment of where they was plagued in the mind by the Most High God to take their own life, man. With that, Lord willing, it's been edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Rakar Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Much respect to the brothers laboring in this truth worldwide. Keep strong, Israel, through the Spirit, man. Feel we ain't got much longer, man. You know. Till the next time I say, Shalom.